This is a video with some smile. You better not watch it while leading. How much time do you spend pooping each day? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour? Messing around on your phone on toilet. Actually, it's fantastic that mammals from cats to elephants defecate within a nearly constant duration of 12 seconds. Except for they don't have a smartphone, or they have some kind of poo magic. This time, let's take a look at physics of poo through hydrodynamics, which may help us poo more efficiently. Do you know that pooping has a physical value? As far as I know, there are two people dedicated to this field, Mr. B and Patricia Young. Patricia Young, a top student at Georgia Institute of Technology, was awarded the Ig Nobel Prize in Physics in 2015 and 2019. She often thinks out of the box, and her findings include all mammals empty bladders in about 21 seconds, while wombats make cube-shaped poo, which are totally off the wall. Again, focus on the field experiment. She and her poop watcher team dug deep into zoo and land, local parks and farms to observe mammals pooping. Or do they look like to animals? Maybe like this.
你是来拉屎的吧？
It also collected a lot of other animals' pooping videos on YouTube to expand their observation. During several months' work, they recorded pooping time, length, density, and weight of the poop, and how many pieces were pooped at a time, and found that mammals were almost average in the matter of pooping, and they all settled battle within 12 plus or minus 7 seconds. You must have overlooked that mammals vary greatly in size, and absolutely the amount of their poop varies. A single poop for a small dog is about 10 milliliters, while for an elephant it's 20 liters, about 2,000 times more than a dog. With such a fruitful gap, it's amazing to keep the pooping time gap within few seconds. As affiliated with data, this is a graph relationship between station feces and time plotted by Young. The blue dots are data of dog's poop, and we find that it moves forward about 1 centimeter for 1 second. While large crosses are data of elephants' poop, moving 10 centimeters for 1 second. By comparison, it's obvious that elephants not only poop a lot but also poop very fast. You can drive a more specific graph relationship between weight and pooping speed by regulating data. The pooping speed of a 65 kilogram human is 2 centimeters per second, while that of a 3,837 kilogram elephant is 6 centimeters per second. The question is, how does an elephant expel such a large pop so fast? Could it be that the elephant's rectal muscles are stronger than humans? You can also address this issue using the term rectal pressure. Nearly when you have feeling pooping, the poop has entered the rectum to stand by. Rectal pressure is responsible for pushing poop out when the gate opens. How can it be measured? She reveals in her paper, researchers inserted blood into her large intestine and measured rectal pressure while inflating blood. Then they got the relation graph of weight and rectal pressure. The minimum rectal pressure, the pressure at which we would normally poop, remains at 0.64 plus or minus 0.3 kilopascals. That is, a large elephant and small mouse's poop is emptied by about the same pressure. In addition, by measuring diameters of fecal pieces of rectum, Young found that the values are extremely comparable, which indicates that rectal pressure is insufficient to deform feces. Defecation is more a process of forming poop sliding down a water slide, rather than squeezing toothpaste as we mentioned. Since pressure doesn't serve to increase speed, there must be other mysteries. After intensive observation, Young discovered the key to fast poop: slipperiness. In the intestine, there's a mucus layer between the poop and lining of larger intestine. It's a sort of pseudoplastic fluid. When a force is on it, it's very viscous like solid, but when it's put on force, it becomes thin, and the greater force, thinner liquid. It's the same thing as stamping on dog poop. It looks hard before stamping on it, and realize
真的有这么丝滑吗？
For a better screenshot for you who have a hobby in this area, we'll play the literature with pictures for half a second. We can see smile. Young found in her study that fresh poop has glowing and moist film on its surface and evaporates in less than 30 seconds, which further confirms the presence of mucus. Moreover, larger animals more poop, and more mucus is secreted. Large animals have more lubricant than small animals, so surely they poop faster. That's no wonder elephants poop so fast. The mucus gets all the credit. According to Young's findings, constipation happens when mucus is absorbed by feces. If a mucus is completely gone, it takes people 6 hours to void their bowels even with the maximum pressure applied. In a word, no one can poop well without this mucus layer. Thinking backwards, why do mammals evolve into fast poopers? Is it to protect the anus? Actually, it's because the shit stinks. They're not afraid of being killed by the stench, but the smell could attract predators. Try that. An animal was pooping and saying when a predator came sniffing and suddenly bit it to death. That's not a pretty experience. Cats bury their poop to cover up their smell. Burying poop not only prevents natural predators, but also prevents prey they spotting from escaping for catching their smell. So to live, hunt, and maybe die better, mammals have to develop the skill of pooping quickly and running away right afterwards. All evolution follows natural law of survival of the fittest. Every simple animal behavior is a helpless choice under evolution survival. Not only do animals have to be careful when giving birth, they also dare not relax when pooping. Humans, who are also mammals, are lucky to sit on the toilet and take a shit leisurely. And even luckier, at the same time, they play on their phones and even earn a salary. Of course, you can finish within 12 seconds if you want. Try it.
Class dismissed.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy it.